Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Impossible here, and I'm back in another episode of CSGO. About an hour ago, a new Wingman map came out. It's Nuke, and they focused on the B site. And I'm just gonna lay down just first thoughts, different what happened in game, if I think anything should be fixed or not. So, basically, what you're seeing is just the first clip of me playing in game, and basically what I'm doing and everything, and just overall first thoughts. So basically, right off the bat, you can see that we're focused on the B site, and as soon as you spawn, there are no entrances to your left or right, as you would normally be able to go to A site from, and vents is closed on B side, so that is not available at all. However, the window, the lower right corner door, and the mid left door is available as far as all the normal usual hiding spots. And yeah, the bomb site you can plant anywhere, just like in normal games. So for our first half, I was on CT side. Now this map is extremely CT sided, like all the way CT sided. You can just camp with any gun, just use the molly, use a smoke, and you'll be done. So you'll see how I actually use the molly and smokes later to get my advantage in. But yeah, it's a very easy CT sided map. So if you start off on T side and you don't do that well, trust me, you have a very big chance of being able to win on the next CT side half. So as you can see here, so basically that's where they come from. They can either come from a window, this middle door that I went through, or that lower right corner door. And the thing is, when you step outside, you're obviously very open, and although you'll only have to worry about mainly two entrances by the time you go through any door, it still is pretty hard because CTs obviously get on site first. And that was the problem with cobblestone way early back before the update, and they had to fix the spawn so that you could get to drop, but you couldn't get on site as fast, and going onto stairs would take, you know, longer and stuff. This way, instead of being spawned right on site, you would have to actually like take some time to actually make sure that the push doesn't happen, rather than just being at the push site the whole time. Just get there right away. So basically here you see how I use the molly. Now I did kind of mess up because I rarely ever play this map, and this was just an awful set of nades. I tried throwing a molly, it went too short. This smoke went too short. The flash hit the wall because the smoke blocked me, and the nade, I tried looking away from the flash and it messed me up. But I still ended up clutching the round, as I did for the next few rounds actually. It's not that hard to clutch, and I guess the people we were playing with weren't that good either, because they did some mistakes. But yeah, you'll see what I mean later when it's fully CT sided, because once we swapped onto T side, it became hella worse for us. And you know, first impressions, so we didn't know really much what was going on in the actual map itself and the game. Everything kind of just you know, didn't make sense to us. We didn't know where to go first off, you know, once we spawned. So yeah, you see that I'm just here camping and doing pretty much nothing. All I have to do is camp this one area. No matter where he comes from, I'll most likely have the advantage of, because he has to either look at the left side entrance or the right side entrance, and it's a 50-50 chance. Now even if he does find me, I'll still have the knowledge of knowing where he comes from if he opens the door, so I immediately know where to look. I can easily pre-fire or just line up a headshot, easy. So basically, I missed my molly again. My smoke got a little bit deeper, but still not enough. He actually got the bomb plant, and again my teammate did die. I think I had to clutch it this time as well, but I'm not quite sure. So now let's see. So this guy comes in through doors. Yeah, my teammate dies. I have to hit him once, and then I gotta hit this guy a few times, and that's it. So honestly, if you want to get onto site a little safer, I would just recommend throwing a smoke at that door that I'm looking at right now, just a little ahead of it, just so you have a little leeway. Maybe even bait some shots. Don't go through the smoke right away. Let them shoot, and then you cross through and plant. But yeah, that's like the one tip I have. Honestly, if you want to go through that middle door, it's like a death trap, like no matter what, because you have two angles to look at, and there could also be a guy at the windows, and there could be a guy across from me on that other little arch side, like that little catwalk area to my right now. And you know, it's just the whole big thing. So over here, I actually took my time to throw my nades perfectly, because I realized that I wasn't like landing them last game. So I threw my molly. It obviously slows down the push immediately, and the smoke covers them from pushing out through window. And if they push, it's gonna be like a death trap. So I see one guy pushing, another guy pushing, and Yeah, so basically, overall CT side, you gotta like push back the spawn. Maybe put it so that we actually spawn at the normal CT spawn rather than already like 5 feet away from the B site, because it's just unbalanced. We get there way earlier, and if they push, it's just not gonna work out for them. Alright, so again, I threw the molly, I threw the smoke, and pretty much everything was going well, so I'm just gonna kind of try and fast forward to, because we lost the last 2 rounds. Over here you see I got an op, I got an easy kill right there, my teammate helped me out a little bit there, easy stuff. So if you have an op, actually, it is kind of effective as long as you know how to use an op, because if they jump through window, it is a little bit harder to do it, because, I don't know, it's more up close, maybe. But if they go through that right corner door or middle door, it's easy shots, no problem. So I'm gonna skip over to a little bit later into this match real quickly. Alright, so here we are starting off. I just bought an M4, USP, and everything. So over here we lost. So basically, he pushed me with I think it was a Bison, and I had an op. I couldn't really do anything up close. So yeah, so that's unfortunate. Over here, we actually also did lose because I was being an idiot. I didn't realize how fast they could get to that window, and I wanted to just Zeus because it was, 6-1, might as well be 7-1. Easy game, but it didn't really work out. So over here, now if you're gonna look at this T side, it was really bad because on the first round, I didn't know where the vents led to, so I just wasted the first like 10 seconds trying to figure out where the vents went to. Now, because of that, instead of pushing and trying to understand the map a little bit better like that by pushing, I decided to go through vents and see where that led through, even though I already knew there wasn't any like vents entrance. I just wanted to see where it went. So apparently this just is another entrance. I guess you could use it as a little hidey hole, and over here I just whiffed my shots completely. He did have some good strafes in my defense. So yeah, so they pretty much came back, but to be honest, I think we were throwing mainly because I was uncertain of the maps, little hidey spots, locations, best places to peek, when to peek, what to do with, like, to throw and everything. So yeah, they get on site way earlier, which I had to keep in mind, and if I wanted to push anything, I had to be aware that it was not going to be easy to take over. So over here, I just obviously completely whiffed every shot because I'm just terrible at the game. I did get the bomb plant money in, which was okay, but then of course the next round we ended up dying again. At least I think it was, because yeah, I don't think we won that one. He bought the off the third round, I believe, and that's what really held us back for a few rounds. We only had to win 2 more, but that one op, it's like very crucial on this map because of the long range. If you go through mid or lower, and AK is fine, but when they're covering such a tight angle on the two entrance doors to B site, it isn't really the easiest thing to take over. So over here I got caught by surprise. I thought he was just gonna have an M4 so I could run out a little bit. Turns out he had an AWP, and my teammate, I don't know what he was doing, because this was a risky play. I told him to get closer to him so that it'll be harder for him. I don't know why I said it in public chat, but basically, yeah, I got a little bit angry because of the way he was playing. I know it's also his first time playing the map, but it was also kind of like just use of common sense that he didn't use, but that's okay. So basically we go on through the game. Like I said, it was pretty hard to learn all the cool flashes and stuff, and to be honest, I messed up so many times, and they could just rush in. I never expected it, because like, yeah, it wasn't like the easiest thing. Well, eventually we did win. It was cool. My first time playing Nuke, and I won. It was pretty cool. Glad I actually did start on CT side, so I had a great boost at the beginning, so I could win the T side a little bit easier. So I think this round we also lost. I'm not sure. The score did get really close. I think it got 6-7, and then we won the next 2 rounds. So over here I got killed by the op because I couldn't see him very well. He peeked really fast. He's a good opper. I told my teammate not to push either, because in these situations where you can only go through these, like, you gotta wait for him to push with the op to see, like, for him to kind of get impatient, maybe try to push, and if he doesn't, then push him. But I don't know what he was doing. He was whatever. It's fine. Going to the next round, and it was okay. So I think over here we finally won our round, and I don't know. So basically, just to sum it up overall, if T's could get to site a little faster, if they could spawn us, like, for example, like right here at this like little yellow black line that you just saw where it said the B, if we could spawn there, that would be kind of cool because we could get on sites pretty much at the same time, and at least we could have a little head start to be on the site. And I mean, it's because for T sides right now, it is impossible to get on site without having at least a casualty or taking half of your health away within the first second that you open the door. And it's really hard, and I kind of can't believe how lucky this guy got. But he also, actually, I do remember he did lose this because he didn't really play that well, but yeah. So it's fine though, because like I said, we did eventually win. But if also one thing that I really don't like is that um I don't know, it just something about it just feels really unbalanced. Like I said, maybe if they would open up the site a little bit more for like more entrances, because if they remove vents, like it's not the you could use it like as a fake, you know, just to break the vents, go through somewhere else. Because for the only two main entrances that you go through is through the window and the bottom right corner door, which is pretty much the only like things that you'll ever use, because the mid door is way too exposed and pushing out of it isn't really that easy to do, especially that you're going late. And yeah, it's just really hard to take over. So over here I started learning that this one guy would start pushing more and more because he's been getting really cocky lately. And so I just waited and waited for him to push, and eventually he did push. I headshotted him, and then I remembered that, you know, this guy has an op. Why would I push him? So I just said top left the op. I kind of spelled left wrong, but it's alright. So yeah, uh, so early tips, I guess if you have an op on the right side entrance, it would be a great spot to hold. I wouldn't recommend really the left one, because if someone does come out of the window and just jumps out, you might be caught off by surprise a little bit, especially if you're looking at one of the two doors. So it's not really going to be the best of ideas. And I don't know, I would really suggest the right side because it gives you more cover, and if someone does push, I guess you would hear their footsteps, and if not, I don't know, that would be a little tricky. So this map definitely has a lot of work to do. It just got released, so I'm sure there will be many patches and bug fixes or whatever it is, which is fine. I totally understand that. But I don't know. I don't know if I really have anything else. It would be really nice, like I said, to open the vents, maybe have another entrance added, or have it so that the CTs would spawn a little bit later, so that they wouldn't get onto site that fast. Not later, a little bit further away from B site. I don't know. I would really like to see how the A site will fall out, because that would be really cool. Because the A site's a little bit more open, I guess you could say. Because like the second you come out of like the hut, for example, you have a little bit more space to work with. I guess if you just throw a smoke outside the hut, get on site. Then again, you could get shot from up top through the vents. I don't know. It'd be really cool to see like what they do in the future, and I can't really judge the map off of just one game way too much. You know, I gotta play it a little bit constant. But I was thinking, you know, since it just came out, why not make a video about it? So over here, I kind of did get lucky. I don't know why I jumped. That was an accident, but yeah, once it's in these kind of situations, it's kind of hard to know where they are. But thankfully, I saw him, and he didn't shoot me right away. I don't know what that was about. He didn't pre-fire me or whatever. And yeah, that was about it. So first impressions, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know really what else much to say. Of course, if you have any of your own comments, leave it down in the comment section. And yeah, other than that, that was my overall review and just a step-by-step thing that I did. Just, you know, first impressions, first thoughts, and first game. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, of course. And other than that, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Peace.